everyone, welcome back. This is GOO Computer Tutorial channel. I'm Jevizo OG Official. In the previous lesson, we discussed about natural language as method of expressing or representing an algorithm. In this lesson, we are going to focus about persuade code as second method of expressing an algorithm. The persuade code is a standard method of describing an algorithm without use any specific program language. The word persuade, it's like false, fake, or miss, means that although persuade code statement resemble a real program code, it cannot be executed by program. Simply, and persuade code is like fake code because it can't executed by computer program, but it's also used by programmers to resemble the computer programs. The main purpose of persuade code design is to help the programmers to formulate their thoughts on organization and sequence of computer algorithm without need of the following the actual coding syntax. This means that by using persuade code, programmers not need to follow the syntax of specific program or coding syntax. Although persuade code is frequently used, there are no standard for its implementation. There is no standard for its implementation. In most cases, we blow the keywords such as print, as we have seen, write, input, and read from programming language like Fortran and Pascal to express an algorithm as a persuade code. Yeah, we have seen that to express an algorithm as a persuade code, we use keywords like a print when we display, write when also we display input as like declaration, read as get input. So that is for persuade code. For example, let us depict the persuade code that takes radius as input to calculate and display area of circle. Remember, in writing persuade code, we have to start with begin or start keyword, but in uppercase. Begin. Now, let's call it first statement. Begin. Then we have to set our variable that are going to use, which is radius. Set in uppercase, then radius. You see, for such statement, we have to write the message that allow and ask user to enter radius by using write keyword. Write, then enter radius of circle. Yeah, now we have to read it. We have to read it by using read keyword also in uppercase. Read radius. After this, now we have to process it. To process it or compute that area of circle by write area is equal to radius also pi I, as you know. Yeah, that is radius square times pi. Then after, we have to display it. Write radius. You see, now we are now finished to print print out radius. We are entered radius of circle, then compute area of circle, and then print it as result. Then also remember that by the ending of persuade code we have to finish with stop or end in uppercase. That is, you see, is not complicated, is a simple one. Begin by starting set radius. Here is set variable names that we are going to use is here radius only, then write use it to display statement as you have seen in previous lesson. Enter radius of circle, that is statement. Then read radius. After read radius, now we can calculate area by taking radius times pi. Then display radius by using write keyword, then end our persuade code. So let us continue with other topic. Here you see now the persuade code and natural language are somehow related because all of them are using like English statements, but in order to avoid confusion or ambiguous between natural language and persuade code, you have to put into mind these following tips. Here, to avoid ambiguous experience with use of natural languages, the following are basic rules to follow when writing persuade code. First one, persuade code statement should be short, clear, and readable. As we have seen in our example, our statement was too short and clear. Second rule, the statement must not have no more than one meaning, should be ambiguous. Yeah, because if you use a statement that can mean different meanings, it can cause ambiguous for readers or programmers. The third one is the persuade code line should be clear, outlined, and identified clear. Yeah, you have to outline, don't write it as sentence. The fourth one, persuade code should show clearly start and step of execution statement. As I told you, the persuade code must start with either start or begin and end with stop or end keywords. The last rule is that input, output, and processing statement should be clear, started using keywords such as print, read, input, and so on and so forth. Yeah, we have seen it in our previous. Also in this lesson, we have seen that the program must start with start keyword or begin keyword and end with stop. But in printing or reading, you have to use keyword like print, read, and input. So that is the basic rules that we have to follow when writing persuade code. But also there are advantages of using persuade code rather than natural language. The following are some advantages of using persuade code to express a logarithm. First is persuade code is easy to use, as we have seen, and create because it uses English like statement. Yeah, we have already seen it that the persuade code use short English like statements, so it is easy to write and use it. The second advantage of persuade code is that persuade code requires very little syntax to write. Yeah, it don't require large or complex syntax. It uses very little syntax. Yes, that advantage is that statement of persuade code can easily be translated to any high level language. Yeah, we have seen that the persuade code can be translated into higher level language easily, because as I have told you, there are some keywords that are directly related to the other keywords in high level programming language. Like when you use set, it somehow corresponds to the declaration in C++ program, so are somehow related, so is easily to translate it into high level programming language. The fourth one, persuade code reduce time spent in coding, testing, and modifying system. Yeah, you have seen it is easy to write, to execute, yeah, or test it than other high-level programming languages. The last one, which is advantage of using persuade code, is implement structure concept in better way. Yeah, it implement structure concept in better way. Yeah, those are the advantages of using persuade code rather than other way of writing program. So thank you. This is the end of our today presentation. See you in next video.